Mercenary Drum Cartel.
Hey, it's Tony Anthems with drumvault.com. And today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to be doing a VST review for mercenarydrumcartel.com. It's a product that was sent to me. Chopped it up with the developer, and it's pretty cool. I've been checking it out, and I'm doing a review now. And it comes in it comes in a it comes like in a zip folder. So you unzip it once you open it up, and for the Mac platform, that's what we're going to be doing today. It's going to be a Mac platform. So you got the two files, these folders here, the AU Mac, and you have the Mac. Now, in each of these folders, you have a file which is called a component file, and then you have the VST file. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to put those in those respected folders from your hard drive. You go to your Go menu, you go to your computer, and then you go to your hard drive. And once you click into your hard drive, you go to your library, audio, then you click in the plugins. And then once you get in there, you'll see components, and that'll be the component folder. And that's where you're going to put the component file. And the component file, you're going to put that right over, it lands right about there. So that's a titan.component file. Now the other file is the VST file. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that file, and you're going to actually go down to VST, folder here, and then you go in your VST folder, put that file in there, and it will be about right there. Okay. Now, once you have those two files into your respected folders, then you're going to open up your DAW. And now it depends on what you want to use. You can use Logic, you can use Pro Tools, I use the MPC software. That's my personal preference. So what you do is you open up your DAW, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you scan your new plugins. So that way your DAW recognizes that you installed the new plugin, the Titan, right? And then once you have done that, you'll be able to put it into the sequence menu and click on it, and you should be able to pop up right here. And this is pretty cool. I like it. It has a few editing features. It has like a traditional reverb. It has a glide feature, which kind of gives you a little bit of almost like a pitch bend, but kind of gives it a little bit of puts like a little bit of a tail on it. You have your attack and you have your release, which is very important for when you want to project the way you want your sound to come in. And then you have your your quality here. I'm assuming that this may be some type of, maybe you can get into a low fidelity. It looks like you can maybe do like a bit reduction kind of thing right there. Right here you have your velocity settings. You have the type of voice. You have your LFO wave. And you can adjust LFO type, the pitch and everything. So, which is cool because, and then with your LFO rate and depth, I like to use those settings when I want to kind of figure out which kind of BPM I'm going to use for that particular melody or whatever the case may be. It has some pretty cool sounds in it, and we're going to just go through some of these sounds and check them out. I like to use a release setting. Sometimes you want to kind of stretch that sound, give it a little bit of a tail. this VST has some real nice voices in it. And I really like the voice sounds because sometimes you get a lot of VOXs, voxes is what they call it. I call it voices. A lot of times you get those generic ah 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 ah. You get like some real, but these are real smooth. I kind of like this. That's some pretty good quality right there. I really do. Pretty cool sounds. Definitely, I definitely would recommend this. This is definitely good to add to the arsenal, and I would say, and I would project that that Mercenary would definitely come out with some expansions for reasonable cost. I would say, this is definitely cool. Mercenary drumcartel.com. That's MERZINARY drumcartel.com. Check that out. Make sure you definitely support your independent, sound designers and everything like that. Because like I said, we work hard to bring you a consistent product. Speaking of such, shout out to drumvault.com. That is definitely the platform that I put out exclusive stem kits, loop kits, so on and so forth. Definitely check that out also as well. I have some kits. I have be on the lookout. Flipping Keys Volume 4 that comes out on the 23rd, and on the 30th, Medieval Kit Volume 2. And what's good about this VST here, the Titan VST, is that I can see myself using MIDI kits with that. Getting a nice little MIDI kit and using some of those sounds and really getting into especially chords. I think this would be a real good tool to use for chord progressions. Definitely. Once again, make sure you follow me on Instagram, and that is at Tony Anthems. Peace.